YouTuber Keemstar faces backlash for calling Demi Lovato a loser amid Overdose.
Priyanka Chopra dodges engagement questions and hides her engagement ring.
And Lady Gaga just confirmed her Las Vegas residency.
All that and so much more on today's Rundown. What's up, guys? Welcome to DHR. Naz and Sinead here. It is Tuesday, and I can't even say this story without laughing, but a couple of Shawn Mendes fans actually showed up to his concert a year early.
That is tight. It's like
so
my
funny.
favorite story of the week so far. But first, YouTuber Keemstar is facing some major backlash because he called Demi Lovato a loser amidst her overdose. Keemstar called Demi Lovato a loser for saying addiction is an illness. Normally, Daniel Keem, who runs the YouTube channel Drama Alert, reports on other people's drama, but on Sunday, he actually found himself wrapped up in some of his own. Earlier that day, Demi Lovato had released a personal statement regarding her overdose, and in the note, which was posted on Instagram, Demi thanked her family, her friends, and her fans for their continued support and said that she would be taking time to focus on her recovery and sobriety. But it was the first part of the statement that Keem took an issue with because Demi wrote, quote, "I have always been transparent about my journey with addiction. What I've learned is that this illness is not something that disappears or fades with time. It is something I must continue to overcome and have not done yet." And Keem had taken to Twitter to call out Demi for her lack of accountability in the statement. He had written, quote, "Drugs are for losers. Demi should have said that in her statement. Not addiction is an illness. That makes it sound like there's no choice, but there was a choice. You don't come out of the womb with a crack pipe. At some point, you made a bad choice and did drugs. Don't be a loser." And his tweet obviously stirred up reactions from both sides. While some agreed that doing drugs is a choice, others were quick to point out that addiction is, in fact, an illness. Despite the backlash from his statements, Keem didn't back down. He also tweeted, quote, "At one point in my life, many years ago, I did a lot of coke in the club scene. I was being a loser, so I have no problem calling any other druggie a loser." There's a lot here, obviously. You know what? I can see both sides of it too. I understand why people can't agree with some of the things he's saying, but I also disagree with him not recognizing addiction as an illness, because whether or not your opinions are good or bad for people that use drugs, at the end of the day, addiction is still an illness. And that's not like an opinion, that's just like
That's a fact.
Like
yes.
that's fact.
Addiction
So,
is an illness. I think it's terrible that he called her a loser. I think it's bad enough that Demi Lovato has to deal with this mental illness and she's in the public eye, which magnifies everything, makes it 10 times worse, 10 times harder to recover. The last thing she needs is someone out there calling her a loser.
Yeah,
you know?
just like don't kick somebody when they're down already.
Exactly.
You know? It's not like she is doing drugs and like showcasing it in a way that's glamorizing or being like, woohoo, I don't care what I'm doing. Like clearly she has recognized that she has a problem, an illness, and she's trying to get help. I think that you could call somebody a loser for doing drugs and basically taking zero accountability and not trying to better themselves. But that's not what she's doing here.
Yeah, and she's extremely transparent. She has been throughout this whole journey, and I just think it's so admirable for her to be open with everyone when she's dealing with everything on top of this. So I think he's a loser. So apparently Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas are allegedly engaged.
They are engaged, but yes.
According to her, it is none of our business. So at this moment, there has been no official confirmation of an engagement between Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. And it doesn't seem like we'll be getting one anytime soon, you guys, because during a Q&A session at the Challenging the Status Quo and Forging New Paths event that was organized by the FICCI Ladies Organization and Yes Bank, Priyanka kind of sort of addressed the rumors of her yet to be confirmed engagement to Nick and basically said her personal life is hers and hers alone. So at the Q&A session, Priyanka said, quote, "My entire life, my personal life, is not for public consumption. 90% of my life is for public consumption, but 10% is for me. I'm a girl, I have the right to keep that to myself. My family, my friendships, and my relationships are things I don't need to defend or explain to anyone. I'm not running for office, so I don't think I need to give explanations. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I get annoyed. Mostly, I tell my publicist, let it be, today's news is tomorrow's trash." In fact, Priyanka even went as far as to remove what appeared to be an engagement ring from her hand as she was leaving an airport to dodge paparazzi and keep the engagement chatter to a minimum. I have so much to say about this, but first I need to say, when you are an actor or a celebrity or someone famous, yes, it is absolutely 100% your right for anything in your life, for you to keep anything in your life private that you don't want anyone to know. I don't understand and I don't get why people who are together and are famous and we know they're together want to hide their engagement. It just kind of doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, I think you literally just echoed my thoughts on all of this exactly, because this comes up a lot. There are certain people who choose to keep things personal. It makes sense. We see it a lot. Same thing with Lili Reinhart and Cole Sprouse is another great example. Two people who are literally just like, we don't want to talk about this.
But that's different, Sinead, because they were just dating. So they didn't want people to know they were dating. We know Priyanka and Nick are dating. Again, she's allowed to keep anything private. I'm just trying to understand, and maybe you guys can help us in the comments, why someone is trying to hide an engagement. I would be ecstatic. I would be running to the top of the hills. When I'm engaged, I'm gonna hire a Goodyear blimp to go across the beach
100%.
and tell everyone I'm engaged.
100%. And this is like kind of where I agree with you, because once it becomes something super official, and we all know, you guys, we all know that they are engaged, allegedly. But like, we all know they're engaged, allegedly. But we all know, right?
But they're engaged.
But they're engaged, allegedly. Yeah, but like, we all know that. So like, why not, like this, it makes sense for people to be like, yeah, we're dating, we don't necessarily think it's the right time to talk about it, you know? But I mean, like, even still, like, Lili Reinhart has like given more about her relationship than Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas have, and they're engaged to be married, to spend the rest of their lives together. And it's just, those two couples came to my mind because it's the first time I've like seen people in a while be like so very serious about wanting to keep things personal. But like, at the end of the day, when you know everybody knows, and it's, you know, it's not just like, it's a fling, like we want to see what this is before we let people know, like you have decided to spend the rest of your life with this person. What are you doing trying to pretend like you are not engaged?
But also, sorry guys, we were very triggered about this. But also, if you are trying to hide your engagement and your ring, why wouldn't you hide it and put it in your pocket before leaving the airport?
Right, like on the plane.
Before walking out to paparazzi for them to see. Also, we want to see this beautiful ring, but maybe she doesn't like the ring, Sinead. Maybe she's trying to hide it because she doesn't think it's that pretty.
I just feel like it's really interesting to me because like, yes, she takes the ring off, right? Because she doesn't want the paparazzi to see it. But the paparazzi saw her taking the ring off of her finger, which means
they are engaged, allegedly.
Yeah, and she didn't take off the ring in time. Now, tell me something here, Nas. If you are a celebrity in the public eye and you've been engaged for weeks and everybody knows it, right? And everybody's trying to get a picture of the ring, wouldn't you be more inclined to, I don't know, take the ring off before you leave the airport and approach a bunch of paparazzi? I'm sorry, but like, girl, explain yourself. It makes no sense.
We just want an explanation, because if the purpose of hiding your ring in your engagement is to preserve your relationship and not let anyone mess it up, then why get engaged so quickly?
2,000 years later.
Well, on to some lighter news, all right? Because you know we need it right now.
I just spit.
Did you really? Gross.
Okay, so what's going on, Sinead?
I thought you were gonna make me do it again, but I'm glad that you're owning your spit take. But seriously though, you guys, these Shawn Mendes fans showed up to a concert 1 year before the actual concert date, and it's kind of hilarious.
So funny.
So Bob Rice and his family purchased tickets to see Shawn Mendes on August 6th, but when they arrived to the venue in Pittsburgh, they found out that they showed up a year early. Okay, you guys, Bob tweeted a picture with him and his family, so we got tickets for the Shawn Mendes concert on August 6th. However, getting here, we realized it was for 2019, and we weren't the only ones. We will be back next year. So Shawn Mendes is set to perform at Pittsburgh's PPG Paints Arena on the 6th of August, 2019. And Bob's family weren't the only ones who were extremely confused, because another fan who showed up early tweeted, Shawn Mendes at Light My Fire 31 and I were so excited for your Pittsburgh concert. We showed up 1 hour and 1 year early. Hashtag this is not a joke. Hashtag wrong year. Hashtag heartbroken. Hashtag this isn't 8/6/19. And finally, another early fan was in literal shock and disbelief that they had drove so far just to find an empty venue by saying, I can't believe we drove 6 hours to see Shawn Mendes and we showed up a whole year early. I'm still confused as to how this happened.
I think this could easily happen. If you're buying tickets online, right, and August 6th hasn't happened yet, and you're like, oh my God, Shawn Mendes, August 6th, why would you assume it's a year later if the date hasn't happened yet?
I know.
We always assume it's like the date coming up.
I know, I get it. I totally understand. But like, if you're going to a Shawn Mendes concert, I would like wake up on the 6th of August, right? And like the first thing I would do is like go check his Twitter. Like, oh my gosh, I see so excited.
Yeah, I'm sure Bob Rice was gonna wake up and check Shawn's Twitter that morning, Sinead.
That's what I do back. It's time to check the Twitter feed. Is everybody excited? What is everybody wearing? What's all the hot gossip?
What's my sign gonna say?
Yeah, like I would be all over Twitter, be like, Shawn Mendes is getting ready to perform tonight in Pittsburgh. Like, I want to know like what he's eating for breakfast. Like, you know, what is the temperature of the milk in his cereal bowl right at this very moment. So to me, it's very shocking that they actually went through with this 6-hour road trip. And also, that's really sad. But I mean, like, great story to tell.
I know, that is such a good story. And also, when these people go see Shawn a year from now, Shawn has to bring them on stage.
Absolutely.
Or he has to like buy, you know, their transportation or something, right?
Yeah, because that's like serious dedication.
Well, you guys, I am so excited. I can't say the same for Sinead.
I am.
That Lady Gaga officially has confirmed her residency in Las Vegas. Okay, so Gaga confirmed today that she will be starting her exclusive residency at Park Theater at the new Park MGM Resort in Vegas. She told people in a statement, quote, "I can't wait to share Enigma with all my fans and with Las Vegas. We're creating a show unlike anything I've done before. It will be a celebration of all that is unique and different within us. The challenges of bravery can be overcome with creativity and courage that is grown out of adversity, love, and music." And even though there will only be 27 shows, guys, there are also going to be 2 different types of shows. So there's gonna be a Lady Gaga Enigma show, and then there's gonna be a separate Lady Gaga jazz and piano show. So the Lady Gaga Enigma will take fans on an adventure built around her biggest pop hits, while Lady Gaga Jazz and Piano will feature stripped-down versions of her songs as well as music from the Great American Songbook. The president of MGM Resorts International told people what Lady Gaga is planning for Las Vegas audiences is nothing short of spectacular. Welcoming her into our family will firmly position Park MGM as the city's most exciting new destination. And you guys can get your tickets starting August 13th, and there are VIP options available with meet and greets. Also, if you are part of the Little Monsters fan club, you can buy pre-sale tickets on August 8th, which is not that far away. I am super excited about this because a lot of artists get residencies. Like, I'm super excited that the Backstreet Boys are there. And it's just such a great place to see your favorite artists and have them play old things. Because you know when you go to a concert, like every time I go to a Taylor Swift concert, I'm like, how many oldies is she gonna play?
Right.
And this is like a one-stop shop. And I am actually so excited that she's doing a separate jazz show because Lady Gaga's vocals are just so amazing. And I missed her concert with Tony Bennett. Remember when she toured with Tony Bennett?
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's such like Vegas vibes, like her and Tony Bennett singing "A Lady Is a Tramp" in Vegas. Like that just gives me goosebumps.
No, I agree. And like the thing is why I don't get as excited for these Vegas residencies is because I just feel like it's not her time yet to do a Vegas residency.
No, it's her time. She literally performed at the Super Bowl. That is like the climax of anyone's career. So where do you go from there?
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like a Vegas residency is not on the same level as the Super Bowl. While I love a great Vegas show, and that is not to hate on anybody that's performed in Vegas, Britney Spears, J-Lo, Backstreet Boys, like that makes a little bit more sense to me.
But J-Lo's not done making music.
No, of course not. I'm not saying it's for people who are done performing. I'm just saying that she is like literally in the prime right now. I feel is still in the prime, and I just want to see her right now be like
make more music.
Yes, like this woman is so stupidly talented.
But she can make more new music and still perform in Vegas.
I know, but there's a lot that goes into a Vegas residency. And yes, it's only 27 shows, which is very short for a residency as well, so maybe that is why. But I just feel like Gaga, it might be one of the greatest voices of our generation.
She is,
in terms of like just sheer talent. Doesn't need a bunch of music behind her, doesn't need any sort of production at all. She can put on a show. So yes, this is extremely exciting. I don't know if I'm more excited for her biggest hits or just to hear her sing on a piano because she is that incredible. Yeah. I just want her to be like, I want her to be creating new music right now. So it's just hard for me to, you know,
well, you better change your tune because you're coming with me.
All right, fine. Yeah. All right, you guys, before we get out of here, I know we had a lot of thoughts on Priyanka. I can't even say it without laughing.
So many thoughts.
I know. I just stop typing, all right? Just stop typing. Get out of the comment section for 1 second and listen, okay? I know we had a lot of thoughts, but like, we love your opinions. We value your opinions, okay? Don't come for us in the comments, but I do really want to know what you guys think about all this Priyanka Chopra, Nick Jonas stuff. Is it time is it time for those two to reach deep down inside of their souls and confirm what we already know is that they're engaged?
Allegedly. We also want to know what you guys think of the fans showing up to Shawn Mendes' concert a year early. Do you think that's like an easy mistake? I feel like I totally would have done that. And we also want to know, well, specifically Sinead wants to know, what you think the temperature of Shawn Mendes' cereal milk is. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Shawn is so hot. I know, he's the best. Subscribe, follow us on our channels. Follow me on Instagram at Naz Perez.
And on my Instagram channel at Sinead DeFries.
Oh, wait, and I also want to give a shout out to Luis Miguel, who works at a hotel in Boston, who I met, who watches DHR, and Coco, who works at TJ Maxx. Thank you guys for watching DHR.
Hi.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
But before you go, click right over here to see Khloe Kardashian defend her pregnancy lips.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we love having you guys here. So click the button.